Hi, and welcome to Micro Moment Monday. We were just in answering some comments, and person with screen name V. Bachman, I'm not sure of the gender, posed a question about, I think it's a woman, and she said, I get so confused about knowing whether or not my canning jars have actually sealed. With the lids that are on the market today, it is really hard because a lot of them don't have the little button on the top. You can't even tell if they go up or down. And I have in the back of my mind noticed that, but I have other ways of telling whether or not jars are sealed, and so it didn't come to the forefront of my mind to actually do a micro moment on it until I tried to explain it to her in writing. And I thought, this is ridiculous. I'm just going to make a micro moment and demonstrate it because I am sure that she is not the only one that might be confused. Now, jar of ball lids that we got a few months ago in the height, actually, of the scarcity of canning goods. But look at this. Does that look like a ball lid to you? It does not to me. It is much heavier than usual. It doesn't have the button on it. And I can see where people would be very confused about whether or not this lid had actually sealed. So how do you tell? How do you tell if you can't hear it pop? How do you tell if there is no other sign that you have, that you are aware of, that it has really sealed? Well, as you can see, I have a collection of things, and we're going to learn a couple of ways how to do this other than listening for the pop. Okay, this is from a brand new case of jars. And this one, if you can get the angle just right, can you see that little button in the middle?
Yep.
Okay, so this one actually has the button. And it's easy to know if that one goes up or down. Listen to it. I'm going to tap it with a spoon. That is a thud. It is not a musical tone. It's a thud. This is not sealed. And when it is sealed, it has that's a thud, a clunk. Now, compare that to this one. This one came out of the canner just a few hours ago, so it's still a little bit warm. Listen to it. Okay, so this one has a more musical tone, and also if you look at it across it, you can see that it's flat. In fact, let me just take the ring off. Maybe Jim can get a picture of that. I don't know if you can even see. There was this button. This jar is from the same case as this one is, so there was that little button. So visually, that button has been pulled down, and it sings instead of thunks. Oh, these are from beets that I canned, I don't know, a few days ago. So you can begin to hear. This is from peach jam that I just did. It's a lower in tone, it's a smaller jar, but it is not. Okay, so here's peaches. Peaches I did last week, and also, these are peaches that I did in 17. These are 5-year-old peaches. Are they still good? We're going to do a taste test on these and we'll find out. But listen to the tone. So it's a very definite, almost a musical tone. Now, this is beef stroganoff. That was canned in December of 18. Is it still good? Is it still sealed? Yes, it is, because it has that musical tone. Here is split pea soup canned in December of 19. Is it still sealed? Oh yes, that one is just fine. Now, what about vacuum sealing? With vacuum sealing, the same thing should happen. You should, if it is sealed, if it is vacuum sealed, it should sound more musical than thunky. So let's try. This is tomato celery soup canned in, or vacuum sealed in August. This is broccoli cheddar soup, also canned the very same day. Another way that you can tell if it's not canned, you can do this. That won't happen on a sealed jar. These are onions that were freeze-dried and vacuum sealed February of this year. What do you think? If you said not sealed, you were right. It doesn't have that musical sound. So that is basically some extra tips about how to know for sure if your canning jars have really sealed. So I hope that this was helpful, and we'll see you at our next Micro Moment. Thanks for being with us.